Well, good evening, everybody. How you doing? This is Alakai, and today I'm going to try something a little bit different for 2020. I'm going to talk about the setups I'm going to be using before going out. I'm planning on heading out to Alamitos Bay tomorrow morning. It's Friday night, so it'll be Saturday the 3rd, 4th, I believe. So let's talk about it. So, fish have been really lethargic, really slow. It's been really bad fishing. Last year I didn't have this many problems, but I am fishing. I've been primarily going to Huntington Harbor rather than Alamitos Bay, so that's probably the learning curve that I need to experience before catching on a normal basis, we'll say. So we'll try it over back at Alamitos Bay, but I'm going to be tweaking my setup just a little bit more too. So I'm going to talk about that. Normally what you see me doing is running a creature bait or a Ned rig on one of my poles. On the second pole I'm constantly throwing either hookup baits or a creature bait, but maybe I'm going too fast with that. So for tomorrow's deal we're going to go a little bit slower. We're going to be working with a drop shot rig. We'll talk about that first. Drop shotting, something small on the top. I've made up a bunch of these baits. I like using these little creature baits here. I've got it in just a ton of different colors. I forget what these things are called, but I make them up myself. I just shoot these things. I've got green and blues and all different colors of these things. So we're going to be trying all these different colors on a drop shot, hovering that above probably an eighth, maybe like a 3/16 or something. Just a little bit lighter weight on the bottom. Chuck it out there, bring it in slower. If that doesn't work, I can also go with little flukes that I got, and then we'll try that out. So hopefully drop shot works. If not, then I might switch over to a creature on the bottom, or switch over to these little types of baits like this. You've seen them all from like Wacom and stuff, but this is really just a split tail from a do-it mold. I've got a bunch of different colors of these too. So we're going to be giving these a try. I heard about these things using like a 3/16 or maybe a 1/4 ounce weight on the top. I can use the Ultra Minnow tops. And on the second, I'm going to be using a second pole. I'm going to be using a swim bait. And I know that I'm not. I haven't had very much luck with swim baits, but we're going to give it a try. Little tiny hammers, right? Little tiny guys. And of course I'm going to be slowing down my retrieve and going really slow as I'm bringing it in. Again, chucking it out there with as light of weight as I possibly can get away with. Both of my rods, I've stepped it down from 12-pound fluorocarbon, 6-foot, 10-foot leader, and I'm bringing it down to about 8 pounds or 10 pounds. And again, I know that people say, well 12 pounds, why use such heavy pound tests when you're just fishing for spotties? And again, I'm not using 12-pound tests because I'm expecting to catch 12-pound spotties by any means. I'm using it because when you're running against spotties, they like to go against the pillars and the columns and the little structure there, and they have really sharp razor clams there and everything, so they can cut your line pretty quick. So we use 12-pound test fluorocarbon to avoid that from snapping. A little bit of abrasion resistance as much as possible. So yeah, that's the setup for tomorrow. And if I can't catch anything on that stuff, then who knows? Maybe I'll switch over to hookup and everything. It's supposed to be a really good day. It is going to be high tide at 11:45, if I remember right. So we are going to hopefully catch it before then and ride the tide. And when it gets slack, we'll just head home and just enjoy it for a couple hours. Filming right here next to my brand new setup. My little organization. I've got tons of baits, right? I've made a bunch of those things, and I buy from a bunch of different people in different places. But it's kind of my collection. I've got them all organized, and we can talk about how I organized all my stuff in another video. But for now, we'll see you on the water. And here I am. We're at Los Alamitos Bay, or actually, as I've been corrected several times, just Alamitos Bay, over here in Long Beach. And it's not that cold of a morning, to be honest. Water temp's probably running about 58 degrees, 59 degrees. I am still in my wader setup, but I actually don't have my top wader on. Don't need it. It's actually not too bad. I just have this little fleece on. We are at the north side of Mother's Beach, and we're kicking over to the east side, I think, northeast side. by the wall. And hopefully today we're on to some fish. On the one of my setups, I've got my little red creature looking thing, little flapper hog or whatever it's called. That's running on a drop shot, and the other one's got a Kitech big impact swim bait, just a little tiny ones, about 3-inch ones. And it's just running along the bottom here, and hopefully we can pick something up. With any luck, I'm hoping to catch some fish today. Take care, all. We'll see you later. It's like we got something here, something small, but we at least got something on. Oh, tugging a little bit more, maybe halibut? No, of course not. Little mackerel, or smelt, I think. It's a big size smelt. I don't like these things because they smell so bad, but it's a pretty big smelt, huh? Oops. There he goes. Not a bad little pickup. It was actually light fighting in the very far end, but as it got closer, it started to grab on a little bit more. Really like this Kitech. So much so that I kind of ripped it up a bit. Little guy, little Kitech.
Oh my god, terrible, because I was on.
I think we're onto something here. On the drop. What is this? Oh, another smelt? Oh, just released out. Another pretty good sized smelt. I mean, the thing was probably 14 inches or so. Not much other action here, but it's okay. Those things are still fun. They're grabbing up this little green-white drop shot. Tiny little thing. I'm just kind of dragging this thing along, giving it some action every once in a while, but really I'm working with the swimmer. Right, I'm onto something bigger here. Finally. Probably a halibut. Oh no, it's a spotty. All right. Great. Take that, spotty. How big is that thing? It's about 13 inches. Not bad. Huh? First one I've seen in quite a while. Let it go. All right, so today we ended up with just 2 spotties and 2, I think those were smelt. I don't know. They always smell. Yeah, not too much action on the water. I did talk to a couple kayakers that were out here as well. They were on for a couple. We were getting a lot of short bites. Same type of thing, little bites here and there, but the fish are real apprehensive to commit. So not getting too much fish, but overall nice day on the water, good exercise, chilling out. There's not very many rowers, so it's things seem to be pretty calm here. The water is a little bit colder, but nothing that you can't handle, really. I mean, I just got sweats on underneath my waders, and I'm just fine. So just kicking back in right now. It's about 11:15, 11:30. It's slack tide, so it's time to either head home or get ready for another round in an hour, and it's time to go home and get some lunch for me. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Very slow fishing, slow winter fishing. We tried out a bunch of things, ended up winning with both, I guess everything won. Kitech, the little Kitech swimmer won, and the drop shot took it, and then also the hookup also got the last big spotty that you saw on camera there. But for the most part, it's been very slow fishing. So maybe now is the time to go and get ready for some summer or transitional fishing for the next couple months. I think with all luck, next week I'm actually going to be going on a boat again, and so of course I'll be taping that, so be sure to be on the lookout. If you enjoy my stuff, if I'm helping out at all, please consider thumbs up, please consider subscribing and commenting if you like. I try to get back to everybody as soon as I possibly can. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, what you think I should do different or better. Happy to hear about it. And maybe what's working for you. We can talk about it. And maybe even meet up on the water. That's it for me. Take care, everybody. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.